Laura, my sister, came out and she just started washing the car. Me, as this ding-dong 19-year-old, was like, no, let me show you how to wash it. And my dad's like, she just wants to be here with us. It's not about washing the car. And it was like enlightenment to me as a 19-year-old. And I was just like, oh, it has nothing to do with washing the car. This has nothing to do with making the Santa for most people. This is just the exercise.
Just want to be there and do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to devalue that moment. In my moments of, there's a professional level, I want to talk to those guys that are interested in that. But there's also the love level of doing it in your household with your kids, and who cares about a seam line? You've had this guy's channel before.
Have I?
I recognize his thumbs because it looked like he had an injury.
Ah, interesting. Didn't notice, but
okay, here we go.
Welcome back. My name is Michael Joy, and we're doing another Hand-ufacturing video.
What he said. Let's do it.
Hi guys, today I will show you how to make a two-part silicone mold.
Oh, AI overdub.
No.
I printed the master model on a 3D printer. I will leave a link to the model in the description.
Oh yeah.
No.
That's not a person.
You don't think so?
No. What is this, a witch's boot?
I think it's a gnome. It's a gnome.
No, I see it.
It does
It's the moon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is a moon.
It's like an enlargement of
It's like a gnome.
a Christmas ornament.
I thought it was very different mold before. It looked very interesting.
Okay, so let me stop it right here. What I got is make something that matters. This is good for a demonstration.
Right.
But if this was something that I felt that he cared about,
Yeah.
this design would be so much finer. You know, everything's been soft and rounded out.
Maybe it's
with no detail.
3D
It's like a
printing,
grub up here. There's not any, there was all this potential for exquisite detail and artistry. And for whatever reason, it wasn't what this guy needed. So I get it, but that's just me going.
So I wanted to make some art that just was cool.
2 years ago, my two sculptors, Constantine and Stella, who are freaking geniuses and can make anything they want. And we interviewed them a couple times. And I remember sitting out in the back of the yard, and we had a little moment, and I said, why in the world aren't you guys making your own art? And they said, we're no longer making things that people aren't asking us for. And I said, well, that's a little robotic reversal. I mean, why would you only make what someone's asking for? And they said, why would I make something for it just to get thrown out? You were making things for a job, and so it was practical to you. But the person who was using the result, it was pure pleasure. And there was great value in that.
I've never denied it.
Oh.
I think that my work at Recamper, the toy company, was more meaningful than making my individual art, because it had a recipient. It had a kid who was playing with that. And if I'm doing art for myself, well, okay. And
I can enjoy for a while, but
yeah,
if it doesn't have
art historically always had a recipient. Even an anonymous artist in this prehistoric society or group of artists, they were making it for someone or something, for a group of people, for the tribe, for whatever reason. There was a function in it. And
so there's a waste stream of experimentation. And I think that look, waste stream, we go by the dumpster, right? This is the sad truth of it. I tried to recycle all this material in the past, and I ended up just paying a fortune to move around these drums of silicone that I couldn't consume. I thought, oh, I'll send it out. I'll send it to people for cost of shipping and shredded silicone, and it just never netted out. I couldn't even cover the cost of it. So making something that matters, and YouTube, to me, isn't really the full reason of making something that matters. It's not enough. It has to matter, I think, beyond YouTube, in some instances at least. I would hope it has a life beyond YouTube. This is the great waste stream we're seeing right here. Oh, I made it for YouTube. Remember the cement guy? Made the big table. He poured 17, 18, 19 gallons of silicone.
Concrete, I like the air bubbles because it makes it look like concrete. It'd be a little too sterile if it was perfectly smooth.
Well, you could keep that in your car in case you get stuck in the snow. Throw it under a wheel. Come on, it's not trash. Silicone is never trash. He was great to watch and fun and all this stuff, but it's like the film industry. You know, they build this beautiful library, they film in it, and then they throw it away.
I'll give another perspective. You make something to film it, whether it's something that's unique or something that you want to make just to make it, but you make a really cool video about it. Sure, the product itself might not be something that is usable or, you know, no one wants it, you can't sell it, etc., etc. However, your video blows up and you make a lot of money on the video.
Well,
So you continuously make trash, things that don't really last, you make it, you throw it away, but you make a video about it, and that's the business part of it.
If that's somebody's business model, then they're a different type of maker that I was just talking about in the last video. There's no diminishment about that. It's just a different direction.
Right.
And you've described the film industry. All of these people are well paid, well employed, super skilled artists, super skilled painters, building sets, and they get thrown out.
Yep.
I personally, that's why one of the reasons I didn't go into the film industry. I went into the architectural restoration industry.
You wanna know something? Ain't no thug. And if he wants to call himself Santa Claus, hello, Mr. Pasha. A friend in need?
Where the things that I made were going to last a little bit longer. It's just a decision I made. I would have, I mean, the closest I got to the film was making the Oscar, right? Woohoo, that was pretty cool. And then I couldn't talk about it for like 28 years, you know? So I'm always about make things that matter. And do I always make things that matter? Absolutely not. But would I like to encourage that message as a mantra? Yes. So let's modify it. Make things that matter when you have a choice.
Next, I processed the master model, scalded it, degreased it, and putty it with acrylic putty.
That must have taken a little bit.
Yeah.
Spray booth.
Is it just smoothing it out?
I guess so.
Oh, right. Then now he's gonna... Ugh.
What is that, a little Bondo?
So yeah, I think he's smoothing everything out. Because the 3D printer he's using is very non-detailed, so you can see every little line.
Yeah, so that, you know, we've just bought those downdraft tables at the shop just for this.
There you go, finally. He got his free booth.
And I love that, I've commented on his booth before, it's not fancy. Cardboard and a computer fan.
I covered the model with several layers of filler primer.
And he's wearing
and
gloves.
putty.
Yeah,
Between
not
the
anymore.
layers I sanded
But
with fine
he's not
sand.
touching the model at this point.
See, but the thing in my mind,
He's not consistent with this.
when 3D printed things have been around so long at this point, that when people see the striations, they go, oh, it's 3D printed, it's cheap.
Not always true, but yes, correct.
Not always true, of course not.
As in, it's not always cheap.
If you see
But
this
yeah, you don't, yeah.
in an art gallery,
Right.
and it was a bronze, you'd be like, why didn't they get rid of the lines?
Right.
There's all these different levels of perception because history drags itself forward, you know, in people's legacy value system. You know, it's like, oh, that bronze, if you went through that amount of trouble to make a bronze, it should be pretty beautiful. And yet not all bronzes are. I mean,
No.
you remember the video we made about a giant statue that was an angry priest, just the opposite of what you'd want a priest to look like.
The Shrek one?
Yeah, and then there's these other bronzes that we showed in there. It's like antelopes humping. It's like, and they made that in bronze. I'm like, that's an expensive gag.
All right, at least he cuts it, thank God. These are tiny.
And the cat makes an appearance again. We love this kitty.
Oh, it's the same guy.
I told you, he had I recognize his mashed
What
up
did
thumbs.
he make before? Watch. Oh, the little
The Dobie.
thing. Dobie, yeah. He made me a free Subway sandwich.
I gotta give you the coupon for that.
Oh, you bought me one.
I bought you one?
You did. Daniel and I.
Oh, okay.
We went out.
Well, there you go.
Oh, the runs. You see the runs? That was a run. Ah, he fixed it. No, he didn't. There are some runs. Here I am sitting and judging the guy without even having any experience making stuff.
Well, okay, look, he's scaled this before, it's right here.
Yeah.
Look, I like that he's really organized. This is really great. These shelves are set.
Pretty clean.
Yeah, he's very tidy. Even his sprays up here, so we give high marks there. I don't know what's driving his selection of aesthetics. He didn't show himself before. It's nice that we see the man behind the mask.
Man, he keeps spraying it. He's just smoothing everything out
I
as
don't
much
know,
as he
layer
can.
after layer.
Which makes sense.
In the end, I applied the varnish. Now the master model is perfectly smooth.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
A better printer would have done the same, right?
Saving him much time.
Yeah, print the hat in one section and...
Oh wow, that looks nice.
Okay, but last time, if anybody here watched that video, he would put all this, he would go through all this trouble to put on this shine. And then before he molded it, he would spray it with spray release, which dulls the shine. So there's
Let's
a way.
see if he does it again.
Yeah.
Think he's gonna?
Well, we don't know. Everybody learns something from each time.
I assembled the formwork from cardboard.
You know me and clink boards. They're a great investment, but they're also a safety investment, because what happens when a person draws a knife across here, they typically are putting a lot of pressure downward on that blade. And you can jump up over the edge of your razor here with a ton of pressure, and you can just whack the hell out of your hand. So yes, he's using a metal edge, but don't try to get it in one cut or two cuts if you're doing it.
Just a little by little.
Or have a thicker piece that's not gonna jump. Or just have clink boards and take these knives out of your hands. I mean, I think parents should teach their kids how to handle this type of stuff.
Safety, yeah.
Yeah, like you can't just be a parent and say, don't ever use a razor knife. Someday they're gonna need to, and then
Yeah.
what, when they're 40, they're like, oh. Yeah, not a fan of this.
Hot glue?
Oh, look at that. What in the world?
He's doing it sideways. He's doing a two-piece mold.
Well, so in this instance, we have some sequences where I've laid some models out like this and poured a liquid up to the dividing line. But I would have marked the dividing line first, just as a visual reference in the model.
You still might.
He still might, but a little hard now because now you're working inside the box. But I could see where he would be pouring in there a liquid to come up to create the dividing wall. But you got to pre-measure that. You got to make sure that your model's not tipped. You can also bend cardboard by shoe shining it over the edge of a counter.
Yep.
See, but
He's not marking nothing.
This is Kinetic.
Unless
It is a child's toy.
he pours the whole thing and then cuts it.
Sand.
let's see what happens.
Wait, why is he put? Oh,
I would have used a liquid.
liquid.
I would have poured plaster. I couldn't pour that into cardboard because it would be not, it's going to dissolve cardboard. But you can line cardboard with packing tape when you need to make it waterproof for some reason. And so let's say he had a waterproof mold box.
Container, yeah.
He could have just poured plaster in there up to the, or alginate up to the dividing line. This is nice to see this kind of appropriation of materials from a child's toy store. You know?
Kinetic sand or whatever it's called.
I don't know. I've never used it. It looks
I've
like
touched it before. It's cool. It's nice.
It's fun.
Oh no, that's nice. I see what he's doing.
You don't know how long he spent doing that though.
No, that's
There
true.
was a cut.
And why?
I would have built it out of clay, actually. Now, if he pours tin silicone onto this sand, sand is silica, and tin will want to stick to the sand. It will want to bond. Some silicones that are tin cured will stick to tin foil, and they'll stick to glass. So if you're gonna mold your grandma's vintage crystal ashtray, don't use a tin silicone without testing it.
What
Use
kind of silicone do you use?
platinum cured silicone.
Platinum,
Yeah, for glass. And molding glass is a whole nother thing. It's a little dodgy, but let's see what happens. Okay, fair enough. You know,
A lot of keys.
it's okay.
Okay, he does the same thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, his vent is going to vent right outside of the mold, so...
I apply a wax separator so that
See?
the silicone
Okay, he
does
just killed
not
the
stick
shine.
to the model.
If he polishes the model,
In
he
this
did not.
project-
You get it, right? I just put my pants on, and now I'm going to take off pants without taking my shoes off. Well, that didn't work out right. I meant to say, I'm doing something in the wrong sequence. Oh, pants first, then shoes is what I meant to say. And he kind of got his shoes on first here, so...
It's liquid silicone for casting with a hardness
Bag
of
and a
30
scale.
units.
No, scale in the bag. Pants first. And a little pigment. He didn't de-air, we don't know.
No.
A pouring indication line would be helpful. And I don't know that his board was leveled.
No, dear. Yeah, he's trying
Okay.
to pop bubbles like that.
Well, the surface bubbles, ironically, don't matter at all. It's the
Yeah, oh,
bubbles
yeah.
on the model.
Yeah, yeah,
So if you
yeah.
want your surface bubbles to go away, you Johnny them. Remember we talked about that? Johnny was the name of the kid who invented it
Yeah.
in our shop. He just took an air compressor and he went
Yeah.
And some people will spray release, and it's just a waste of materials. If you're doing resin, then you spray release, but otherwise you just use the air. Now his mold box is destroyed. He's gonna have to fit another one around it. Let's see if it adhered.
Looks like it kind of did.
Well, he's made work for himself. This is the YouTube journey that is like, oh, I want to do this and I want to show you, but where's the
Yeah.
text that says, hey, it didn't go as well as I'd hoped, but for some things it'll work. Now,
Magic of editing.
yeah, it's the magic of inefficiency is really what's happening here. And it's tough to say these things, and it makes other people think I'm having a hate shower on this guy. I'm not. I like that he's done this video and he's making something. But if somebody doesn't say, hey, this is what might have happened behind the camera, they're just like hypnotized along with this moment here and go, oh, I saw it that way. And then they have 8 hours for an art project, and it's like, well, you got 20 hours now. That's why it'd be good to have our mold making race that you always want to do, to show the
Going
efficiency.
down, old man.
I know, okay, Junior. I mean, it looks like the perfectly good idea until you see a better idea. So people used to ask me, how much does a mold maker make? Like, and I would always say, it depends on how fast you are. You get paid by the mold. In college, I was in the ceramics department and I made molds for my teachers who were also ceramicists, but they didn't like making molds. And so they would pay me $10 a mold section. So at the time, $10 or $12 an hour was pretty cash. And I would do a section an hour, and I was like feeling like the golden boy. Really, I was just the exploited boy because it should have been 4 times as much. Okay, what do we got? Trash?
Trash.
Okay, are you ready for the puzzle?
Yes.
You got this?
Yeah.
This is where I'm supposed to have a stopwatch.
Huh.
This is my favorite part.
Так, еще раз. Вот так.
What language are you cussing in?
It has to be outside, so it's like that, and it's like that.
Nailed it.
I need spacers, I know the name now. Those small little wooden pieces are called spacers.
That's my whole point. He's got to hold that till it cools, and now he's got to do this. Okay, killed the shine. No spray booth. No pouring indication line. These are not critical things.
He didn't clean the
they're
mold perfectly.
Little
too. There's some
reminders.
sand on the mold still.
Yeah. Another thing that he did last time was he didn't hold his mold together nicely. All right, so he wins, right? He got it.
It worked out.
It worked out. We'll say nice. Let's see how we use the Fisker scissors, curved tip. You don't want to give those to a kid.
Those are big.
I wet the mold with soapy water, so there will be no bubbles on the plaster.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see if he solves this compression issue. horizontal and vertical. No, he does not. First off, these rubber bands do not create even pressure on the silicone.
Yeah, they
And
create
so,
more pressure on us.
right,
corners.
he's got a fair amount of volume of liquid material going in there. The other thing is when he tips this crescent on its end, because you see this opening here, this is going to sit on the table here, right? Mm-hmm. His mold's going to want to go like this. When you set it like this, it's going to want to collapse under its own weight.
I see.
So what we would do, now this is a winning perspective
Unless
because
he hangs it somewhere.
we had a laser, and we would cut acrylic pieces to mirror this profile, and then we would use
like walls.
a heavy rubber band. What he can do is he can use cardboard, and he could sort of sandwich it. Not ideal, but he's into cardboard, so he could do it. And these rubber bands are not good. I would either use blue painter's tape, or packing tape of some sort, and you got to tape it to itself because tape doesn't stick to silicone. But in my mind, he's doing patchwork mold making here, where he's aware that something's going to give. Like right here, that's going to want to blow out. When you pour that, this mold's going to want to bag like that.
Yeah.
And so he's putting in these, like you broke your leg, he's putting these kind of splints in place here. It's not a wrong idea, it's not next level. So you see, that mold can be compressing under itself. Oh good, he blocked the vents. Doesn't seem very stable, but he'll make it work.
Gypsum with 1 part of water. I use
He could even use 2 old books.
Yeah.
2 cinder
to
blocks.
compress it all together, yeah.
Yeah. So when you pour plaster, again, I differ in this as I would put the plaster in the water and then I would let it soak for 3 minutes. Because what's happening right now is he's just taking the dry plaster and he's folding it in water. So there's it doesn't have time, plaster needs to get wet by porosity, by soaking. And what he's done is he's gotten it wet by force. And that means there's a lot of micro air.
No, he might mix it and let it sit for a little bit.
No, it didn't happen.
I mix 4 parts of gypsum with 1 part of water. I use sculptural cast plaster.
It's a good mixing blade. See, it's dry on top. If he had done it slaked, you would. This is an issue.
Yeah, maybe he's mixing it for a long time, so it's actually soaking in all the water.
We only have a certain amount of time to do it.
Yeah.
And some of that vibration would be good.
See the plaster coming out?
Yes.
But he wants that.
No, the vent is enough. It's like it can be a dead vent, unless he stuck the dowel through the mold all the way into the piece.
I think that's what he did.
What's happening here is you see this wet stuff here. The way to stop a leaky mold is you take dry plaster and you put dry plaster right around the leak and it immediately acts like a sponge gauze.
Okay.
But he's chasing some problems here.
After 30 minutes, you can extract the shape. After completely drying the plaster, I skin and ground the figures.
A little wet dry, yeah. What's this? I don't know, is he sealing it? It has to be completely dry to do that.
You
Okay,
can
yeah.
paint with any colors you want.
I think it's dried.
Why would he brush when he sprayed everything?
Maybe it allows it to seal better.
Yeah, it's a primer or something, but.
I see what he's doing.
It's like a Halloween Santa. He's got the holidays mixed up. Where'd he go?
One side, other side.
Oh, good catch.
And this is my
Nice.
Oh, 2 different
It
ones.
always helps me with my projects.
You gotta love that. I like this guy a lot. You know, he's cat.
Oh, now he sprays it.
Cat, cool.
So he's got multiple models that he's casted.
I would put those lights in a little bit of plastic, saran wrap.
Oh, I like that color a lot.
It's like a motorcycle.
Yeah, sure.
No, like a car.
Yeah. It's like pearl. It's got pearl in there. That's dope. That's nice. Clear coat.
In the end, I varnish everything. The varnish can be absolutely any. Friends,
Oh, that's
thank you
nice.
so
That's a
much
nice
for your
color.
attention. Please subscribe to my channel and watch other videos. See you soon.
I can still see the parting line.
Yeah, but this is a matter of what's good enough for this. I don't think he's selling those.
No.
I think he's just inspiring people, and I think that that's the great value in this type of project. Is it is inspirational, and I think that anytime that a project encourages someone who doesn't make something to want to make something, I think that's a pretty good win.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, just try. You don't have to be a pro mold maker or
No,
a pro.
it's a fun little project to learn something new and just to.
Well, I had a guy who was a very wealthy money manager. He managed money for billionaires. And so we were asking, we got through all the curiosity about what it's like to work with billionaires and all the obvious questions and stuff. And I was saying, you got kids? And he's like, yeah, he had 3 kids. He had a boy, a girl, and a baby. Mm-hmm. And the boy was into sports, and he could relate to the boy. He could go to the games with the boy. Mm-hmm. The boy got trophies, the attaboy stuff with his dad. The girl was into art. He didn't have a freaking clue.
Yeah.
So all because he doesn't make something, and he couldn't connect with his daughter as good as he could with the sports guy.
Yeah.
Also, what trophy equivalent was there for her art making in the house? And I said, oh, maybe and I gave him some recommendations of how to, a project that would be pretty good with his kid, and how to, her art didn't need a trophy, but at least frame the work, something to let it keep that dynamic in the house. Otherwise, you get daughters with moms, sons with dads, and that happens too. But he was really interested in equalizing it. What about child 3? Well, child 3 was still in a crib, so it was okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
These are very subtle things that if you don't have kids, you don't think about it. It's like, how do I connect with my kid? Oh shoot, I better make something,
Yeah.
Just to have time together. One last story. My dad has this old this old Land Rover, and I have a stepsister. At the time, I was in college, and she was just a little shaver, and we were washing his old Land Rover Series 2 for you Land Rover guys out there. Laura, my sister, came out, and she just started washing the car. Me, as this ding-dong 19-year-old, was like, no, let me show you how to wash it. And my dad's like, she just wants to be here with us. It's not about washing the car. And it was like enlightenment to me as a 19-year-old. And I was just like, oh, it has nothing to do with washing the car. This has nothing to do with making the Santa for most people. This is just the exercise.
Just want to be there and do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to devalue that moment. In my moments of there's a professional level, I want to talk to those guys that are interested in that. But there's also the love level of doing it in your household with your kids, and who cares about a seam line?
You said it all. I started the video by having your line, and now you finished the video.
Okay. This is not water, this is alcohol.
I can tell.
Yeah, it's preach-a-hall.
All right.
Okay, I said good day.
Thanks for watching.